Now, if you've ever had the luxury of using a 360-degree camera, you'll know that they make parking an absolute breeze. But this, right here, is some pretty dope tech. Hey guys, and welcome to the channel. My name is Nick O'Leary, and today we're having a look at the 360-degree camera found on selected Mercedes-Benz. Now, for those of you who haven't heard of this before and aren't sure about what it is or what it does, let's just very quickly recap and show you what it is before I move on to some tips about how you can get the most out of that particular system. So, what is it? What is a 360-degree camera? Well, in most modern Mercedes-Benz these days, they have at least a reversing camera, and sometimes in high definition, providing the ultimate clarity when you're reversing into a space. But on some larger cars, like this one for example, they feature a 360-degree camera. And one of those basically means you have more cameras dotted all about the car, providing a more kind of overall image and visual element of when you're parking. So for example, if I lock the car here, you can just about see under here there is a camera on the driver's wing mirror. There's the same on the passenger side as well. You've got that same reversing camera at the rear, which pops out of the Mercedes-Benz badge. And there's another one at the very front, just underneath the Mercedes-Benz badge as well. So a total of 4 cameras. Now what's really clever is the multimedia system then takes those 4 cameras and puts them onto the screen, superimposes a car over the top of it, and then you've got a bird's eye view showing you exactly everything around you, enabling you to see things at the front, the rear, and even the sides as well. Perfect. So this brings me very neatly onto a couple of tips with this particular system, the 360 camera. Now, to turn it on, it does depend on your year of Mercedes-Benz, but it's usually in one of 2 places. So if it's from a few years ago, that button to turn it on will usually be over in this area here. There's a dedicated 360 camera button. Press that and then it will show you the image on the screen. Now, if you have one of the more modern Mercedes-Benz, that button is located in the middle down here, and it's a picture of a P with a camera on it as well. So press this, and then you'll kind of see this up on the screen. And then of course you can choose your preferred camera angle. And there's a few, so you can choose from between a front wide view, a normal front view, a rear wide view, a rear view, and then one of my personal favourites, which is the one that views your alloy wheels. Now, depending again on your model, some have 2 views, so one for the front and one for the rear, and then some also just combine the 2 together. So in this particular car it's combined. When you press this button you can clearly see your wheels on there, meaning that when you park near a curb it makes it just that bit easier. In fact, let's run a task. So my task today is to park as close to the curb as possible, firstly without the 360-degree camera, and then try it with that camera, just to see the difference and see how close to the curb I can get. Now of course I don't want to mess this up because this car is about £75,000 and these wheels look rather expensive, so let's give it a go. Let's have a look. So I did. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can get closer. Right, let's try this with the 360 camera. There we go. And tuck it in. Let's have a look. Ah, that's much better. It works. Now all of this is really cool, but what about next gen tech? Well, this is where I turn to the Mercedes-Benz S-Class, which if you didn't know is Mercedes-Benz's flagship model, meaning it has gadgets and tech out of this world compared to the rest of the range. But this 360-degree camera on this car is insane. Have a look at this. It'll do a bird's eye view just like before, but you can actually move the camera in 3D space around it. How cool is that? Oh, and just for good measure, if you pop your indicators on, it'll actually show you the indicators on screen, of course. You've got to love Mercedes-Benz's attention to detail. Of course, with the many camera angles, just like before. And although I haven't spent a huge amount of time on this new MBUX multimedia system in this car, I believe you can actually get the camera to come on automatically at designated GPS positions. So say for example you had like a driveway or something like that was quite tight in getting your car in, you can program it so the camera comes on automatically every time you get near your driveway. That's some pretty cool tech. And there we go guys, that concludes this week's video on the 360-degree camera in your Mercedes-Benz. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below, hit that like button and of course that subscribe button if you liked what you saw. And likewise, use that comment section if you have yourself a suggestion for a future video, pop it down below and I may just consider your suggestion. As always, shout out to Sandown Mercedes-Benz and until next week, we'll see you then.